Hello everybody and welcome to FTRL F2 here from Britain. Today I'm your commentator Jack Yates, Nexus Iceman, and I am joined by the Danish wonderful Nexus Cats, or Andreas Sass, who's joining us from his kitchen.
Hello. Yeah, I had some timing issues, but I'm here.
Yes, he's currently cooking up some nuggets and fries. Now, this is F2. I forgot to put in the F2 in the title of the stream. Never mind, eh? But anyway, Britain. It's an interesting track. We had it this week, in fact, in real life F1. So, Andreas, have you got any...
we are going to have it once more.
Yes, we are actually, yeah. Have you got any thoughts about the track at all?
I don't in particularly like it.
That's fair enough. Do you like watching it?
I like watching it, yes.
There you go.
I do very much like watching it.
That's all you have to do today. All you have to do is watch. You don't have to drive it, so you should be okay. But anyway, we've got quite a few drivers out on the grid already. Only a few people are still sitting in the pit lane. And so today's strategy is most likely going to be a simple medium to the hard. So if you go out on the softs, you've probably kind of ruined your race, as we saw that the tyre wear in this track is very high, as we saw from real life, as we saw a very dramatic finish and many people blowing up their tyres, which was an experience and also made me scream at the TV, which was always fun. But anyway, we're on board with Captain Chubbs. He comes through the fast first corner and fast second corner into the first braking zone of Village as he locks up. I can't remember what that might be the farm curve or something. This is the only track where I know the majority of the corner names, so that's all you're going to be hearing from me, just reading out all the names. It's just Mikey gets out of the way of Captain Chubbs, which I absolutely love that name. We've got a few new drivers coming into this race. I'm not too sure who they are right now. A few people who didn't race last week are racing this week. But anyway, come through Luffield, which is where I actually sat when I went to see the Grand Prix last year. And it was a great viewing area. I loved it. I did like it. What are you doing?
I just had to put my plate on my table. I am fully locked into the screen now. Yes,
that's what we like to see, as you can munch on your nuggets or whatever. As there goes Captain Chubbs through the famous Maggot's Beckers at Chapel. He just invalidated his time going off onto the curb a little bit too much. There's not all that many places where you can invalidate on this track. I mean, there's plenty of places. You just have to make a relatively big mistake to be able to do it. And Captain Chubbs had a weird sort of look on him as he went around. The first two lap times have been set at 25.7 and 26.5 from Adamaco, Pagani and Rampage. Actually, Return of the King, FTRL Pagani is back in F2 as Adamaco is currently gone but 8 tenths faster than him right now at the start of this qualifying session, as I think maybe Bread is your daddy, and Rampage went a little bit slower this time around just to make sure they could get a lap in and be all safe. But anyway, Pagani is back, quite a legend in FTRL, as some of you may know. He's returned to the F1 side of things, where he spent most of his time in GT Sport, multiple time champion as well. Can he get the F2 championship? We'll just have to wait and see. I think he has potential to do it. I know he's a quick driver, at least on the other F1 games, but Oscar's just set a relatively fast time in his softs there, so maybe he's going to try and go for a slightly different strategy to what some other people are doing right now. Also, the fastest lap thing in the bottom left hand side of my screen is just screen is just stuck on Adam right now. So
but about Adam, I did see someone in the chat in Discord seems to know who he is, and they pointed out that Div 2 is too slow for him, so I mean, we might see something here.
As Fred decides to lose his nut. But yeah, I know the name Adam Acco from somewhere. Oh, Oscar's just retired. Why have I got that on the small minimap? What's wrong with me? He's just ploughed that into the wall in the start-finish straight. Not the start-finish straight, the old start-finish. No, hanger straight. Yes, that one. The straight that is straight and goes in a straight line.
I reckon he's lost it on the exit of Magnum Beckett's.
Actually, yeah, he probably has. That's a possibility, but
probably tried to do what they did in real life with touching the grass there.
Oh yeah, that's not what you want to do on the F1 games, because it would not end well for you. So Oscar,
Hole's gone off.
Oh god, That's not good.
in turn 2.
Was it an actual spin or is he letting someone through?
No, he might have been letting someone through, but I think he's on his lap, so that would be a stupid thing to do.
I think he's on his
lap.
lap.
In the grass.
Oh dear, Lako. Yes, Fred does love FTRL. He loves a lot of things and he's fat and stupid. But, so anyway, Oscar's our first retirement already. I expect to see a lot of spins today, as this is quite a tricky track, especially on this game. I hate driving it. I do not have a fun time, and luckily this race isn't cancelled like the F1 race had to be, and it was postponed to the end of the season. But at least F2 has actually got a race that's going ahead, as 11 drivers have set a time right now with the total 19 we have. Did you just see Lako have an almighty slap on the rear?
I reckon that's probably what's happened to him in turn 2 or turn 1. Like, he's probably lost it a bit in turn 1 and then had to save it by going on the grass. Mapman's
in Narnia. I'm not sure how he sent it in there, but he's just sent it. I think that's like turn 4 or something there, but maybe it's just quite a long route of letting people through. I don't really know, but we got somebody saying something in the chat. Robert. Oh, Robert was somebody, and I can't remember who it was. He ain't getting anything good as it didn't let him choose his custom setup. Oh no.
That is so good.
Robert is somebody. Who's Robert?
Quick look through the names. No one on here are called Robert.
I know. Hang on. Right, we've got to think, Andreas.
Rampage?
That's a possibility. I don't know if you just picked a random name out of a hat.
No, it starts with an R.
Starts with an R.
Like Robert.
Yes. We'll get confirmation.
This is now a guessing game.
It is a guessing game.
We're going to put it in the chat. If he's still here, he's probably... I hope he's going to put it in the chat, otherwise we'll never know.
Yeah, we will never know. Somebody on the grid has got a default setup. It's somebody. We don't know who, but it's somebody does. But I think TRS...
If it really is that bad, it's probably in the lower part of the times.
That is true. That's a possibility.
Massive lookup from Captain Chubbs.
Yes, he runs no ABS and no assist and stuff, but I think TRS, who didn't race last week, is racing here back in FTRL again, another returning driver. And I'm not sure who the new drivers are for today.
Bang,
I think
it's Rampage.
Yeah, get on, Andreas.
Guessing, a word I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, don't say swear words because that's not good. Bad, Andreas.
Yeah.
But currently Goikop, he's put himself in 10th on 2 lap old mediums in. I don't think he's gone for another lap. He'll probably throw himself into the pits as he's actually kind of destroying his only set of mediums, which is a lot of people going on the softs. It could be wet in the race, Andreas.
Any drivers watching the stream, do we have a weather report on the race?
Yes, I mean, if
that would be nice to know.
Oh, I feel even worse for Rampage now if if it is wet and he's on a default setup. He's going to come into the first corner and he's not going to come out of it. It just won't happen. You're going, okay, turn 1 and we're in the wall and we're dead and that is the end of our race. So hopefully he'll make it through lap 1, unlike Magnussen, which it was Albon's fault. I don't like Albon, I do not rate him highly, and there you go, we've got that out of the way, and that's all we need to know about Hamilton, our race winner from last week.
It is interesting though, with Albon and Verstappen's cars. They are not the same car.
Indeed, but Hamilton was about to say the fastest driver from last week. He had a very dominant performance. I think, what was it, 38 seconds or something?
Yeah.
Something near 40 seconds.
With penalties, 33.
Yeah, Hamilton had an unbelievable performance last week in Austria, and he's put himself 3rd fastest this time round on the soft tyres, 25.2, which is... There's quite a few good lap times going on in here, and it kind of scares me because...
They're all faster than me.
I'm pretty sure some of them are faster than my time trial time, and I don't know if I should be worried, confused or scared.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling that after this season of Div 1, I will not be able to commentate on F2 anymore, mainly because I'll probably be here.
What was that?
I have a feeling that after this season of Div 1, I won't be able to commentate on Div 2 anymore, because I will be driving it.
That'll be sad. That means for the first time in I think 3 seasons I won't be in the same
More than that.
F1 tier as you.
No, when you got promoted 1 season earlier than I did.
Yeah, because you're bad. That's when you say, oh, Oscar's actually gone
No.
out of the lobby, and Agent Panda's sent it into the grass because I think he was letting someone through, so he took an interesting line to let someone through, which is pretty cool. But Agent Panda, he actually had a good race last week. He was my driver of the day, and if he finishes 3rd, I have to eat my old headset. Is
that one still on?
I don't know. I don't know if I want it to be. I'll make it.
You know what?
Hang on.
Let's say it is.
No, I'll eat something else. I won't eat my headset. I'll eat something else. What should we eat, Andreas? Give me.
Marmite.
I don't think I've actually got any Marmite in my house, and I can't remember if I like Marmite or not.
Isn't Marmite like that thing where you either love it or absolutely hate it?
Yes, it is, and as the Australians might call it, Vegemite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to be on board with Zombie, who, Red Bull car. The Red Bull cars did not have a good Austria. From what I can remember, I think it was still Zombie and Oven.
Really good qualifying.
They were really good qualifying, and the race.
It just went completely wrong.
I think Oven had a minimum of 12 spins, and Zombie, I think, unfortunately got a puncture, I think, and crashed. So that was quite the experience. But we've still got 5 minutes left to go off qualifying, which we've just lost Adam Acko at the session. Is currently got Ross, or Megatron Le Chat, Megatron Le Cat, Megatron the Cat. He's currently sitting on pole with the 24.9, which is concerningly fast as far as I'm concerned, and I'm worried. But did Chat finish? I don't know. Not a clue. But it looks like Ross might be on another lap, maybe on those softs, but we're going to go have a look at Captain Chubbs, who's most definitely on the lap coming up into Brooklands. I believe this is a nice fast left-hander hard braking zone after going many miles per hour. Loftfield, you have to get quite a wide line going through there. He short shifts up into 4th, giving some nice traction coming through whatever corner that is. Coming up to Cop C. I'm just spitting out all these corner names and I'm quite proud of myself.
Cop C.
Yes, Cop C, that's what we call it, corpse. Hopefully it causes no corpses today. That's what we got to hope for, but Maggots and Beckett's, I imagine, will cause something. Maybe someone will go for an outrageous move and they'll blow up into the wall, and it will be all manner of devastation and sadness in the chat, or in the Discord chat.
Update on Oscar. He got, for some reason he got kicked out of the lobby, and it won't let him rejoin.
I see. That's not good.
Apparently, from what I can see, Adam Acko is also out of the lobby and unable
yes,
to rejoin.
He is. We had some issues yesterday with the lobby, but Captain Chubbs, the man I've just been on board with, has just stonked into provisional pole position with the 24.9. Like, I'll just rejoin the session, but the question is, can Captain Chubbs here, can he get the pole position? Can he get around the track in time to be able to put on a new set of softs? It's going to be quite the challenge, I imagine, but maybe it's possible, except the pit crew on all the F1 games have no concept of time at all. No concept of time. Like, you could have 30 seconds to have a tyre change or whatever and get back on the track, and they'll spend 25 of those seconds just looking at your car, staring into your soul, and never bringing you into the pit garage. And it makes me very, very angry. But currently, the game is showing us some fake news, as Adam Acko still apparently has the fastest lap, which was set at the start of the session, which is simply untrue, as Oscar and Adam Acko have suddenly been able to rejoin again. I guess they must have got a spare invite or something which allowed them to join, which is always happy and fun to see. But who is on the lap right now? I think TRS is. He just managed to extend at Cops and got away with it. He's the only one on the mediums right now, because everybody's on the softs. They are actually, yeah.
This trapped, yeah, boom.
Yeah, he's gone slow.
They are
But
1 lap old.
I think what was I going to say? For the race, considering every single driver's on the softs, this is Britain, this is the UK that we're talking about right now. I can almost
19 not so intelligent people here, or we have 19 very intelligent people here.
Or maybe we're the unintelligent ones, because we don't know what they know. They know something we don't. Yes, we're bringing that back for this race again.
Yes, it's the catchphrase.
Yeah, they know something that we don't.
Wait, no, don't. They might know something we don't.
They might know something we don't. We
That's
cannot
the one.
confirm, we cannot deny. But Brady's your daddy. He had an interesting race last week. I think he was really fighting up the top 5 for a while, and then I just dropped off a bit towards the end, but I couldn't tell you anything specific. But this will be his second last lap if he decides to go for another one after this one. He's a pretty quick driver, so I expect him to maybe get himself a little bit up the grid, come into Maggots Beckett's. Also, that space helmet looks quite cool with the racing point, I think.
It does. But this racing point is illegal. It has
Yes.
number 11.
Oh yeah, COVID. No. That's not what we like to see.
That is so not good.
He's infecting us with his disease. As the Red Bull gets out of the way. Here it comes into the Vale chicane. Oh, I'm so proud. I know all the names. Well, legend. I don't know anymore. But here he comes. He's going to come across them. What can Bread is your daddy set? It's a 25.8. Yeah. It goes P9, which is right in the middle. And that's not the place you want to be in this turn 1. This turn 1 scares me.
He doesn't have a lap yet. And he's currently on one. We're about to finish it. So, it'll be interesting to see what he can do.
Also, Captain Chubbs is finished with his qualifying. He is now retired, so he's not going to be setting any faster lap time. But Max Steff, he's going to come across the line with about 5 seconds to go. 6 seconds on the clock. He only goes 16th fastest, so maybe he's going to try and go for another lap. Hasn't got much of rest. Never mind, he's just absolutely shafted the first corner and got himself invalidated. But Lake Cole is not on the lap as he's getting slidey today. Can confirm Zombies on the lap. There you go. Now we got somebody on the lap. A lot of people on the track are on the lap. I'm saying lap on a lot. On that lap a lot. Brady's your daddy.
Zombie is the first across the line of the people currently on the lap, so.
Oh, I got that perfect thing. Oh, Goy's retired. Actually, I had the blessed experience of being able to play pro clubs with some of the FTRL legends, and Max Steff gets retired, disqualified from this session. Yeah, I managed to. I got to play some pro clubs with Aaron. I think Ross was there too. T Smith, if anybody remembers him, and Aaron Goy. It was a great time, and then Aaron threw up, which was funny. But anyway, Zombie. I was part of the reason.
You need to put out.
Yes, but Zombie goes 6th fastest as Hammer Time sticks himself on pole with a 24.8, which is worryingly fast because I don't think I would have beaten that time. And I'm in F1, but Hammer Time puts himself on provisional pole again, except Adam Acko, one of the quickest drivers here. He's on a lap, he's coming up to the Vale chicane now. Can he set a time to challenge Hammer Time? He's a few tenths off, depending on how much he improves. It looks like it could be close. It could be very close, and he beats it by just under 2 tenths. Goes on pole as Andreas gives us a round of applause, and that means nobody else is on a time right now, as I can see. And Adam Acko has put himself on pole ahead of Hammer Time, our current championship leader. So beautiful lap from Adam. Also good lap from Hammer Time Shops, other people in this lobby. It's quite a spread out grid though, slowest time right now being a 29.2 compared to 24.6, so over 4 seconds.
Looking at these times, if I was on this grid, I'd probably have qualified 15th.
That's not good.
It is not, no.
Not considering you're in F1, I mean.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm in Div 1, but looking at these times, I would not have been anywhere near the top 10.
Well, that's concerning for both of us. I mean, my throttle was also packed in.
As well.
Probably has been, and that's kind of worrying. Also, this is still a thing on this game. You have to wait for the entire countdown thing to actually count down before you're able to actually go through. I know this game's so broken. I hate it. Oh, he's just. That's how car babies are made, everyone.
Who's that?
Alvin's just absolutely slammed up the back of Adam there, and yeah, now we've got. And if you combine a Red Bull and a Williams, what do you get?
You get the Alpha Tauri.
Yeah.
With a Mercedes engine.
Haha, yes, very spicy. Anyway, let's run down the grid. As Just Mikey's actually got a 5-place grid penalty, so he's going to be starting from P14. Oh, maths is not my strong point. But anyway, it's Adam who starts on pole by just under 2 tenths to Hammer Time is second. Our race winner and pole sister from last week, also fastest lap. Captain Chubbs in P3, Ross in P4, Goikop in P5, which is a strong qualifying from him. Zombies in P6, Pagani P7. I do like his emblem though, that P, that's quite cool. Oven in P8, Mikey P9. Bread is Yo Daddy, the only one from North America in this entire league. Agent Panda in P11. Oscar, the Polish man who was in the Williams last week, is now in the Renault. P12, AJ in P13, Matman P14, Leiko 15, Leiko 15, Blue Flag 16, TRS 17, and Rampage in P18. I think I might miss whoever's in P19 or whatever, but that's okay. But anyway, it's almost time to race. Matman, yes. It's almost time to race here in Britain, which is exciting. Also, it appears to be dry right now. Seems quite evening. Maybe it can get a little bit damp towards.
Must be early morning.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll get a little bit moisturised on the track a little bit later on in the race. From what I remember, it's a medium hard track because high toe wave. Maybe I'm just completely wrong and it's soft medium.
That didn't work.
No, it didn't work actually.
It's definitely a 2-stop, I think.
It's Max Steph starting at the back because he got disqualified for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes, I remember now. He says in the chat, starting from bottom to the top as Tom Smith comes in saying oven to bottle. Adam Acko has still got the fastest lap apparently. Maybe if I pause and unpause. No, that doesn't work. Turning it off and turning it back on again doesn't work apparently. Adam Acko is your pole sitter. Here you go. He's starting the formation lap. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited. Britain normally good racing. If it does start to rain, I imagine plenty of spinning. If I'm honest, I mean, that's all we can really guess. Only 3 drivers are starting on the mediums. Surely there's rain. Surely there's rain.
I don't want to say any names here, but Lay Cole did seem very twitchy in qualifying.
That worries me. Luckily, he's at the back, so.
If it starts raining, who knows what could happen?
I mean, I fear for what happens when it starts raining, because I'm predicting a lot of spins anyway. And if the track gets a little bit more wet, then I imagine Slidey McGee is the only way you're going to be able to describe this race. As the grid is nice and spread out. That is a big distance between the cars. We've also got. I thought I just heard thunder. I was quite concerned. There was just a tractor going past my house. We've already had 2 people disqualified from the session. A couple of naughty boys, TRS and Rampage, getting themselves disqualified off the formation lap, which means they're going to have some chilly tyres coming off the start, which is not good.
According to the tyre graphic, a soft to medium is possible.
Heh. I guess I might just be a little bit wrong then.
I really do doubt that.
Maybe the
I don't know. The tyre wear is also doubled when it's only 50%.
Maybe the game's just different. I don't know things anymore. Everything's confusing. Okay.
If a set of softs die after 10 laps in real life, they die after 5 laps here.
But anyway,
that's how it should work.
As our drivers are lining up on the grid, we have a couple of people in the chat saying, so firstly we've got Rampage saying it's not good as he's got it on default setup, of course, and FTRL with a love heart from Aaron Taylor. We love FTRL and we love the racing here in FTRL. This is F2 as well, which is never unentertaining as the last few drivers line up on the grid. The Haas cars, the Alfa Romeo cars, the Alfa Tauri cars are about to get underway. Oscar's apparently up. Oh, this game is so broken. The 5 red lights are on. And they're gone, and we are racing in Britain. And Mako gets off to a nice start. Lots of puffs of smoke from the drivers behind. It looks like Oscar might have got a good side of the background. Oh, somebody's gone off already. Alfa Romeo's off of the track. And they're going side by side. How many time? He's fighting without racing point. Captain Chubb's trying to hold around the outside. A little bit of contact already coming to the first corner. Plenty of people going side by side. Maybe even 3 wide. Yellow flags already. Who's round?
Just Mikey.
Just Mikey, oh no. I can hear the nuggets in your mouth. There's a ghost car already. The Red Bull is ghosted, which isn't fun to see. Lots of changes in the order. They're all going 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide in the background. Everything's changing, so I can't see the gaps. The Alfa Romeo makes 2 moves. Oh no, never mind. He's been absolutely shafted by Oscar. Okay, that's interesting. Oscar spun off the track, except Goy made 2 overtakes in 1 corner. Beautiful move from Goy. Did not expect to see that. They might be going side by side into cops. Oh, the Alpha Tauri of Pagani had to back out there, except the Red Bull of Zombie. He's just had a bad exit. Oven is just behind him, just behind Ross as well. Oven has absolutely cut the Maggots corner. Coming onto the hangar straight, I think it is. I don't know the straight names. I'm very, very sorry. But everything seems to be a little bit more calm now. Now this is going to be a prime overtaking opportunity. I can see a couple of people probably going side by side. AJ's just been overtaken. Then, hang on, here comes AJ. He's going to go up the inside of the runner of Oscar. Oh, Oscar has got wing damage right now. As you can see, he goes very, very wide, which is AJ's chance to try and make an overtake. Never mind, they both decide to pit now for the wing damage, which probably isn't good. Leiko getting very slidey through the final couple of corners. We've seen him sliding in qualifying. Maybe we'll see a spin from him. And as it seems, Bread is your daddy is a ghost car, and there's a lot of weird changes going on in the... Oh, are you getting that with your timetable thing?
Yeah, it's a bit odd, I must say.
It is. Okay, that's interesting. Can we go to the camera angle? There you go, Captain Chubbs. He's just behind Hamilton. That is so annoying. I can't see the gaps. So Ross has already got a 3-second time penalty. I don't know what the gaps are because it keeps changing. That is going to do my head in. But anyway, we've got Captain Chubbs sitting just in behind Hammer Time right now for P2, which we can confirm. He's got a good run on him. No way is he going to go side by side through cops. He is. He's going to go up the inside. One of the fastest corners on the circuit. They make a little bit of contact to the wheels. They're still going side by side into the hardest part of the track. Coming into Maggots and Beckett. They're still going side by side. Hammer Time cuts the corner. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Chubbs. Oh, lucky to keep the car. Hamilton goes wide. Chubbs takes his chance and he gets up into P2. Beautiful full move from him. Into P2 he goes. Hamilton loses out after making a mistake. A little bit of contact was made. And there you go. He gets overtaken by Chubbs. As is it really lap 3? I could have sworn it was lap 2.
No, it's lap 3 now.
Already?
So quick when you're watching it.
Oh god, I didn't expect that. Except Bread is your daddy, he's just behind Pagani right now. No moves being made just yet. The Red Bulls still very close together, haven't spun just yet, so hopefully don't spin at all. Ross in the black Mercedes, he is now hunting down Hamilton. Hamilton, maybe he just hasn't got the pace today. But can we talk about Adam Acko already? He's already slammed out a 3.5 second lead over this race. Can we see another brutally just dominant drive from another driver in F2 again today? Hamilton did it last week in Austria. Can Adam Acko do it again today in Britain? It's a possibility, but yes. Oven, hang on, there goes Pagani and Bread. Bread is making, oh no! He's turned in on the Pagani. He's just drifted his car. Goykarp, he makes his overtake. Pagani dips into the gravel, and as you say, Madman is off of the track, so that was an interesting move. I think Bready Daddy might have just swerved onto the track into Pagani. Asia Panda's had a slow exit through cops. Pagani's now going to go side by side. Another couple of drivers go side by side into Maggotts and Beckers. Pagani is smart and backs out, doesn't want to get involved in any incidents, especially after drifting his car. Asian Panda is going so slowly through exits and corners. He has in fact got DRS, which Pagani also has got. He said Panda looks like he's got maybe slightly better straight line speed. Maybe a bit of overtake is being used at this current moment in time. Looking at the gaps right now, no more overtakes are being made just yet, except I imagine we're going to see plenty of overtakes being made. Captain Chubb sets the fastest lap of this race and is currently beginning to hunt down Adam Acko. So Adam managed to make himself a gap at the start, except that's now starting to shrink with Captain Chubbs is on the case. He is hunting him down, trying to make that move. Hopefully he can do it, catch up, have a nice fight for the lead. But now we've got a little bit of an FTRL train going on here. Oh, Oven He just had a big snap of obviously. I was about to say, we've got a train of Hammer Time, Ross, Zombie, and Oven, except Oven's backed off now because of that mistake. Coming into Brooklands, any moves being made? It doesn't look like it. Agent Panda currently sitting in P9, just behind Goikop, two legends of FTRL, all both on the same piece of track. This could be a fight for the ages. If those two start going at it, that would just be hilarious to watch, I would describe it as. But two drivers have been very unlucky at the start of this race. Is Oscar and AJ.
Nice little three-car train there. Goy, Panda, and Pagani.
That's just a legend train right there. That's all I can say. Just absolute legend train. Goy, Panda, Pagani. What was that sound? It sounded like demons were coming to take your soul and harvest them to the gods. So that was quite a worrying sound. So if we hear any more strange noises from Andreas' household, just know that he's probably being taken by aliens. I'm guessing you don't want to be taken by aliens?
No.
Yeah, they're going to probe you.
I'm just going to turn my computer off there in the background. That's probably a good idea.
That is a good idea. As Ross is picking up penalties like there's... Oh, that is a lot of penalties already for Ross. I think he's already got 6 seconds and we're only 5 laps in. So that's quite worrying. Except I think Ross might be able to line up a move on Hammer Time. He's got the DRS, he's got overtake enabled, plenty of ERS, and he's just deactivated overtake. So no move being made just yet from Ross, but hopefully we do see, I think a DRS train might be quite a common occurrence this race. Nobody's really making any moves right now, so I don't really want to sit watching people being so close to each other but never actually making a move. I've had so many Britain races where it's just been a race of attrition. Whoever makes a mistake is out of that fight, and it just comes down to the last two drivers right at the end of the race, starts doing some crazy moves and then ends in disaster and tears and crying in the chat. And we don't want that, but luckily the F2 lads, they kind of just turn up and race, and they're less, I'd like to say, bitchy than the F1 drivers. I mean, I know there's some F1 drivers who are a bit more chill. You're not one of those. You like to complain.
I'm quite lucky that you died there.
What do you mean?
Heard what you said, Jack.
I think that is quite lucky because I just insulted you, so shh.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll keep quiet about that. Hang on here, there might be a fight down the back. Who's that pitting? Oh, Pagani is pitting. I'm not sure his reasons behind that. Maybe his tyres are going off already. That's a very early stop. Max Steph was just side by side with Mikey. I think Mikey might have just made an overtake on Max Steph for P15. Now remember, FTRL has got a different point system, so every single driver to finish the race, if you DNF you do not get points. Every driver who finishes the race gets a point at least. So that's nice to see. So hopefully a nice close championship. So what we're going to see is Oven, he's going to go side by side with Zombie. There's still no team orders, maybe. They're still fighting, a little bit of contact. Oh, hang on, there's a yellow flag. Who's that off?
That is Matt
Man again. How did he crash? How did he spin? How did he die?
Turn 4.
Thank you. What is the autopsy report?
I have no idea.
Sounds good, but anyway, Oven and Zombie, no team orders from the Red Bull lads. They are going hell for leather together, fighting. So that's what we like to see. We like to see fights. Also, I like to say Zombie's helmet's quite cool. Except Bread, he's just on the back of these Red Bulls now. He seems to have some good straight line speed compared to Zombie. Is he going to be able to make that move around the outside? It looks like he might be able to. Into Stowe corner. He's going to get squeezed just a little bit, except there's still enough space coming into the chicane, and Bread has somehow managed to put off the move, get out in front of Zombie, and there you go, up into P6. Now he's in a Red Bull sandwich, except Zombie's got him. What's that?
I didn't see he was there. I just thought somebody was taking an unusually inside line for that corner for no reason. Yes,
lobbies are working fine, Robin. No issues here today. But Zombie, he's just been overtaken by Bread now. It doesn't seem like he's got the fastest pace, but Bread is now in a Red Bull sandwich. He's outside of the DRS zone of the cars ahead of him. Except Ross is closing in on Hammer Time, but he's just not making a move right now. It's just not happening. But Adam, oh yeah, they're actually side by side. I didn't see that into left field. Zombie pulls out way too wide. Maybe he's just going to get an almighty X to be able to do something into cops. I might have been right.
He does seem to be going a little bit faster. Just a tiny bit faster.
Yeah, he's not close enough to be able to make a move, which is probably a good thing, because that could end badly. But Adam, he had a 3.5 second gap at the start. He now no longer has a 3.5 second gap. He did have a 3.5 second gap again, but now it's dropping all the way down. I think Adam's making a lot of mistakes right now, is what I think he's doing. Ross, he's got his overtaking able, but he's just never quite close enough.
Here comes Zombie.
Oh, here he comes. Pulls to the inside. Up the inside of Bread he goes. Bread's going to have to hold it around the outside. He seems to have a little bit more in the corners as Bread. He said they're still going side by side. Coming to chicane. Bread breaks the late. Goes a little bit deep. Zombie. He can't really do much about that. That was a good defensive move from Bread. Beautiful from him. A nice clap as Captain Chubbs picks up a 3-second time penalty. Zombie sitting in behind Bread. He's running low on ERS. So not much overtake I think is going to be able to be used to try and make this move on Bread Daddy, but I think a bit of DRS will help him through as he almost went into the back of him there with a good exit. Maybe he's going to be able to make the move. This all means that Oven, Zombie's Rebel teammate, is just able to pull away more and more the more they fight. Ross still sitting in behind Hammer Time, not really doing much, just kind of biding his time, saving ERS, taking the DRS, and just having an all-round nice time. So next week Zandvoort indeed, and I'm missing it unfortunately. The next 2 weeks, I'm missing the next 2 weeks. It makes me sad. I think, is it Zandvoort and Canada I miss? It is Zandvoort and Canada.
Yes.
2 tracks I love on this game. I love to drive Zandvoort, maybe not watch it, but drive it, yes. And Canada, I love both.
We won't know because there will be no commentating from us next week.
No. And I won't even be able to tune into stream because I'm in a caravan in the middle of Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah, surrounded by mountains. Ross, he just got a little bit close to Hammer Time there, except didn't make a move, and actually he does make a move into the pits. There he goes with Captain Chubbs as well. So these two drivers trying to get an undercut on their rivals for now, which is interesting. Leiko and TRS have also pit recently, as has Max Def. I didn't see that happen. So these few drivers have managed to get themselves a undercut on them. So that's pretty cool to see. So maybe we'll see Leiko and Blue Flag battle it out together, have a little fight. As Bread is your daddy's going side by side with Zombie into Village. Bread gets out in front again, comes out on top, except on the exit. Zombie, is he gonna, oh my god, he's going to go for the inside already. He's managed to make something happen. They're going to be going side by side down the entire straight. Zombie's got the DRS, which is going to help him oh so much, except he's gone deep, and Bread, he's made a move. He's seen an opportunity. He's going to go around the outside in left field. That is hard to do. If he gets forced out onto the gravel, could end badly for him. He's on the curb. Zombie gets a slightly better exit. They're still going to go side by side. Down the old pit straight they go. Is he going to be able to hold this around the outside of cops? It looks like he's going to try and do it. He is going to try and do it. Zombie has the inside line, so that was just a little bit better for him. Coming to Maggots and Beckett's, they're not going to be able to go side by side because that could end very, very badly, and crashing and burning and screaming and crying. They're snapping a burning, crunching metal, and we don't like it. Wake Up is just behind them though, so that's quite nice to see.
Oh yeah, he's caught up now. And I've completely forgotten to take notes, so...
yeah, we've got podium interviews today as Hammer Time pulls into the pits. We've got podium interviews. Oh, Zombie! He's gone very, very deep indeed, and Goy Carp, he's going to take his opportunity. He's joined in on the action. He's come up on the scene.
Using his
Here you go.
overtake.
Oh, if you went for a move into the first corner.
Surely not.
If he went for a move there, I would probably scream. To be fair, but I think with a bit of DRS, he's just not turning off his overtake.
Is he aware that his overtake's on?
I'm not sure. All I know is that he's absolutely cooking it.
If you're hearing this, turn your overtake off.
Please, for the sake of everyone. Oh, come on. Has it on everywhere you shouldn't. Yes, Goy. This is what we like to see. A different kind of fool, Goy. A different kind of fool, Goy. He's such a specimen. We love him. He's just a man.
Driver in FTRL. It's got to be.
Oh yeah, surely. He wins the People's Award. Doesn't really win that many trophies in terms of championships because he spends most of his time in the wall. But
oh, and he's got a 3-second penalty there.
But in terms of the People Awards, he's the most decorated man alive. Goy Cup, the man of legends.
Indeed. If he gets a podium. Ooh.
Oh, that would be magnifique, as the French would say.
Yes.
But Max Def, he's not too far behind Captain Chubbs right now. I think Captain Chubbs might have had quite a bad pit stop when you think about it. Except Zombie pits, Goikart pits, Oven pits. 5-second time penalty for Zombie though. Adam now pits, so most people now pitting onto the mediums around lap 11. Their softs are probably starting to melt. Let's see where all these drivers come out, as the majority of the grid has managed to pit so far. A double stack for the Red Bull team, which means that Zombie is going to get a very slow pit stop. Oh no, that's not going to be good for him. He's already down into P10. Oh, that's disgusting as the Alfa Romeo of Goy. Oh, I can feel the shitty coming back up. Oh, that's spicy actually. That's not comfortable. TRS has just gone wide. Here comes Adam Ackle, our previous race leader, gets back out in front and isn't actually in the provisional race lead. Look at where Leiko is. Leiko is technically leading the race, except I think this might be a glitch.
Yes.
Is he at a flag?
No, it's not.
Who's that off the track?
He's right there.
Hang
He's
on.
actually there.
We've lost a driver. It's Zombie. Zombie, he had a bad pit stop and it's just got a whole lot more worse. He's down in P15, so there you go. There's the first Red Bull spin that we were on the lookout for. Ross, he's just behind Hammer Time. So our race leaders have had really bad pit stops, a really bad pit stop phase. I think our timing things are a little bit wrong. So actually, are they wrong? I don't know anymore.
I don't think they are, because like Lake Hall is right ahead of Adam, and the time gap on the leaderboard seems to be correct with the positioning. So I think he's pulled an absolute master stroke of a pit stop.
If he has, that is quite terrifying, if I'm honest. But
Yeah.
as he comes across the line, his thing hasn't changed, so I think it is glitch. It just says he's on 0 lap mediums.
Yeah, but so does it for Adam.
Oh, that's so hard to work stuff out. Come on, game.
Are you sure that's not just because the outlap doesn't count?
I'm pretty sure. Hang on, Adam's just made a move on Leiko though. Just breezes past him and DRS and overtake. Easy as you like. There you go. Except Ross on the back of Hammer Time. This is definitely going to be a move up the inside, coming into Brooklyn. Can Ross do anything about it? He's on the inside. Hammer Time tries to hold it around the outside into left field. Megatron Leshat. Ross, he's got the outside line on the exit. Looks like he might be able to get him. Runs it out a little bit wide on the curb. They're going to be going side by side down this straight. Never mind. No, he's not. Hammer Time gets out in front. Now they're going to be going side by side. Maybe coming into cops. That doesn't happen. They just sit nice and tight. Let everything happen. Also, another fun fact about Silverstone. This is the place where I'm going to be going to college for 6 months. This is the exact place, so if you look to your right, in that bit in there, that's where I'm going to college. Except Max Def, he's now maybe even getting out the way. No way, they're going 3 wide. They might be going 3 wide. It's Ross up the middle, around the outside of Hammer Time. What a move! Max Def was just got swamped there, but what a move from Ross.
Amazing. Captain Chops has in the meantime gotten past Lake Hall.
Oh yeah, there you go. As Leiko just shafts that first corner again. That's the second 3-second time penalty in a couple of laps. As we've reached the exact midway point of this race, it's nice to see. Oh, Hammer Time! He's gone off into the grass, gets overtaken by Max Def.
I think that's what happened to Lay in qualifying, because he was off at the same place.
Just had a big little snap of odds here. He's having more.
Loose.
Oh no!
He's really going loosey-goosey there.
He is not having a good experience.
Orlando.
No, has he got the Lando car?
Yes, indeed. I assume so. It says at Lando Norris on the Halo. So.
Oh yeah. Yes. So if you want to follow Hammer Time, it's at Lando Norris.
Yes, and his team is at McLaren F1. You can see that on the Halo. So go give them a follow.
That's what we love to see.
Already.
Anyway, at the halfway stage of this race, it seems to be quite a tame race, really. I mean, it was quite spicy at the beginning, and it's only going to heat up, I think, towards the end. I mean, still people to pit as... Oh, who's that off? Is that Captain Chubbs? It is Captain Chubbs! How has he got off that? He's just retired. He's just forced retired. Why has he done that? Oh, come on.
Probably because he's absolutely shafted the car and completely destroyed it.
Oh no, he's just forced retired.
Yeah, I know, but his car was pretty shattered.
I mean, the front wing was gone, but it doesn't mean he's out of the race completely. Oven has just gone for quite an outrageous move. Almost went up the inside of Hammer Time, who's suddenly got back, and he's actually fighting with Oven and Max Def again. So Hammer Time's got the pace. He just made a bit of a mistake. What was that?
Zombie is last now.
Yes, he is. As Hammer Time goes up the inside of Max Def. Can Oven make the best of this? Yes, he did indeed. As Oven tries to hold around the outside into Luffield on Max Def. Oh! Oh, people's traction on this track is just biblical. That is scary, terrifying, not fun at all. But yeah, there definitely is a glitch with the tyres for TRS and Lakos. They're still on 0 lap tyres.
Yeah.
Yay, hard to calculate strategies. Oh, Max Def's got very slots through Marcus and Beckett's. Here comes Oven on the exit. I think he's going to be able to get him quite simply here. Just kind of breeze past him. He hasn't got any DRSs, Max. Oh, yes, he does, actually. Never mind, I'm just a little bit blind. There you go. Oven gets out front. Max Def cannot make the move.
That wasn't really an overtake. That was just a drive-by.
It was a drive-by, not the drive-by that you think of. Max Def has to pit off of his mediums because everybody started on the mediums. It's got 0 laps on their tyres, which is really, really annoying. So anybody you see with 0 laps on their mediums hasn't pit yet and is going to drop down the order, which is kind of sad and disappointing to see, but never mind.
That's why Lakehol's second.
Yes.
Ah.
I was trying to say that, but you weren't listening, boy.
Ah, haha, I see. I thought the glitch you meant was that he actually isn't second.
Ah, no.
But yes.
There you go, Captain Chubbs doesn't get any points for the Racing Point team as he's decided to back out and not race anymore after his unfortunate wing damage, which is just kind of sad, but never mind. But anyway, Ross is hunting down the worn mediums of TRS ahead of him. Now, they're going to be on the soft tyres for the end of this race. Could that work for them? Could they maybe end up just being unbelievably quick towards the end of this race and they go on to do nice and well on the soft tyres? It's around about now that they could pit onto the soft tyres, as Max Def has proved, as he's gone on them for apparently 14 laps, because this game is well and truly broken and bad. But anyway, Ross, as he hunts down TRS ahead of him. Oh, he's got way more straight line speed than him. Here he goes, pass him up the inside, he goes of TRS. TRS can't really do much about that. He just gets swamped by Ross in his almighty straight line speed. Oven wasn't able to make a move on Hammer Time, yep.
I think TRS tried to replicate the driver that is the teammate of who he is, by the looks of things.
Max Def.
No.
Oh?
Grosjean.
Oh, Grosjean. You could have just said Grosjean.
Yes, I was hoping that he was in the number 8 car, but then he wasn't, and I'd already started the sentence, so I just kind of had to, roll with that. But I think I saw him like just coming into the corner there. Yes, that one.
Yes, corner.
He did just move to the right a bit, just like Grosjean.
Ah, yes. I remember now. I see where you're getting at. But
about the following Hammer Time on Twitter, I can confirm he does indeed have 624,000 followers. So well done to Hammer Time.
Yes, and I imagine you're probably about 300 of them because you're an unhealthy fanboy.
No.
The way you said no kinda makes me think that it's actually a yes.
No.
No? You sure?
No.
I think your new Lando Norris hoodie says otherwise.
I haven't bought it!
You filthy fangirl. That came out a little bit saucier than I was expecting. There you go, Lakehol's also pitting.
Lakehol's pitting.
Yes.
A red car's pitting.
A colour that is red on a car is in fact going into the pits. Yeah, him. That's the one, that's your fella. Except just Mikey is actually very close to Max Def. He's going side by side through Max Becker's Chapel. He's going to go side by side down this nice long straight. Oh, that's actually a really good camera angle. Just Mikey, he's going to be on the inside coming into Stowe. Okay, Max Steph had a little look to try and get past Mikey there, except it didn't quite happen for him, except coming into Vale. Is he going to be able to go around the outside? Yes, he is! He's going to break late and he's going to try for it. Turns in a little bit on Mikey. Can Mikey do anything about that? It doesn't look like it. Mikey just kind of gets a bit bullied by Max Steph there on his nice soft tyres, which are going to be better than his medium tyres right now, except I imagine they're going to get a little bit worn the more we go into this race, I think. But not that many laps left to go, about 10 laps to go, as currently we've got Adam, who's got 11.5 second gap. Still a dominant race so far from him, but maybe not quite as dominant as Hamilton last week.
According to the graphic, Lake Hall has pitted onto 16 lap old mediums.
Do you mean softs?
Softs.
Yes. Also, remember to take your notes, Andres, because you're
yes, I am taking
you're
notes.
Doing all the questions, because I don't like interviews.
Taking notes.
Yes, good. You should.
TRS is pitting, and there we go.
There you go. Yeah, that's about time. He's kind of been undercut well and truly by everybody else as he took a very slow pit lane. That's one thing I noticed from the lower tier drivers. Normally they have such a cautious pit lane entry. I had that last season when it was just one division. I'd come up behind somebody, I'd slam on the brakes nice and late, which I knew I could do, and they would just slam down to about 10 kilometers an hour, and I'd absolutely ruin the back of their car and be very sad. Also, just realised Pagani's on the hard tyres, which is an interesting strategy call. Oh yeah, he did pit early, didn't he?
He pit lap 5.
Ah, yes. That would make sense.
So you had to do 21 laps on those, so...
Alvin is closing in on hammer time. He hasn't spun this time, Alvin, as he did last time, so I think he might put in a little bit of extra practice so he can keep the car on the track and have a nice, much more enjoyable experience. He's also now fighting for a podium position. Also, Asian Pan is down in PA, so no object will be eaten by me today unless some sort of miracle happens, which is good because I didn't want indigestion.
Good idea.
Yeah, see? That's what we love to see.
It is indeed.
I was going to suggest that I'll drink Guitar Royal, but I think that'll be a really bad idea.
Yeah, that it should, like, in the case that Agent Panda gets to P3, that would make you insert something. Oh my god.
Okay, continue.
But yeah, if you need to insert something unpleasant into your body, make it be something that is supposed to be put into your body.
Yeah, probably eating the headset would also be a bad idea. I'll just eat some sort of disgusting concoction of food.
Yeah, make a smoothie of...
like ketchup, Marmite, mustard, whatever.
Ketchup and chocolate. That's a smoothie.
That's wrong! Don't even suggest that. No! Bad, Andreas.
While you have a look at Alvin,
that's cursed. That is cursed.
I just thought of it. I don't know.
There's somebody in the world that does that. There is somebody in the world that does that. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah, that scares me.
Oh god. I fear for them. Alvin just shafts Magus Beckett, gets himself 3-second time penalty, but he's put himself very close to hammer time. He's got overtake enabled through Magus Beckett, which is not going to help him on the straight, as he's had to deactivate it. Hammer time's unbelievably low on ERS2, which is just painful. Their cars, they're screaming, they're crying, they're not having a nice time. Only 6 laps left to go of this race. Actually, probably 7 if you want to be technical. But less than 10 laps to go of this race. And I think a lot of this race is going to come down to time penalties, which are much more common on this game. I found
that scares me, because right now I've prepared questions for the current top 4, because from what I see they are the most likely to be on the podium, but anything can happen.
That is true, and that's quite worrying. Yes, he has actually. Let's have a look at that little fight as the Williams gets overtaken by the Haas, and Mattman brakes very late. I thought he was just about to run up the back of him, and I have a nice little camera on the wing of Mattman as he came unnervingly close to the rear end of Max Def ahead of him, but that fight is over. Except one fight that isn't over. That's Oven and Hammer Time. Oven got very close to the back of Hammer Time. It looked like he was almost going to go side by side with him through Cop's corner, which would have been an interesting experience. In Tobaccos and Beckett's. Oh, Hammer Time's gone so much slower than Oven. Oven, he just gave him a little kiss on the rear end of his car. Gave him a little kiss to the rear box. Rear box? Gearbox. Which
a little
love kiss, you know, just
a little French kiss.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, it's just a little peck. It's a little peck on the cheek.
It was at about 200 miles an hour, so.
That's just someone like running. But you know when you play Kiss Chase, my school never did it. But have you ever played Kiss Chase like in the playground in school? Well, that's the thing. Instead of doing that, you just run past someone, mwah, kiss, and then they're it, and they have to kiss somebody else. It was an interesting game which children played.
How to get herpes?
Maybe not when you're a child. If a child had herpes, that would be very, very worrying.
Not herpes. What that thing you get? Cold sores.
Cold sores, yes.
Called.
If a child had herpes, I think there'd be calls that would have to be made, Andres. I mean, uh-oh.
Yeah, that is not a good scenario.
Definitely not.
But it's got to start somewhere.
It has got to start somewhere. Oh. Huh. I do wonder how all these diseases just kind of happened.
I mean, AIDS is a disgusting one. Because we know how that one started. It came from the monkeys, and you can figure out the rest.
Yes. A monkey. That reminds me of the video you showed me yesterday. What was it? Thank you, how can I ever repay you? Oh, what is your name? Monkey. Hang on, Oven's going side by side with Hammer Time though. He's going to go round the outside. This could be a beautiful move from Oven. And it is! Up into P3 he goes, except Hammer Time isn't done just yet. Up the inside into chicane. No, he backs out. And now he's going to have to wait. Not many laps left to go, so this is yes, applause. We love applause here in this party.
Standing applause.
Standing ovation. As Hammer Time nicely cuts that corner. More. This is all going to come down to penalties. Check their penalties for me, would you?
I shall attempt.
Yes, thank you.
Hammer Time has 1, 2, 3 penalties.
Ooh.
And Oven has 1, 2, 3 penalties.
Oh, this could be spicy. As Hammer Time closes in on Oven, hunts him down like Bear Grylls hunts down a leopard. I don't know what Bear Grylls hunts, but it's actually probably some sort of weird, creepy crawly.
No, he eats those.
Yeah, I know.
Fresh. I just picks them up from the ground, just go. Nice.
Nutritious. It's a nice breakfast.
I like the cakes with cream. If you get what I mean.
I don't get what you mean. I don't want to know.
You know the
Don't explain. Except Hammer Time seems to be losing a little bit of time to Oven. We've got very off topic.
Yeah, we really have. I mean, we've covered a lot of stuff today.
We have covered quite a lot of things.
But also STDs and stuff.
And monkey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I really like the word monkey.
Yeah. What does monkey order at McDonald's? I think he's gonna get a Mac-a-banan.
Hang on, Leiko's just made it past Oscar. Oh, that's actually probably quite a good move, and I've just missed it. And now I'm just sad because we were talking about McBanan.
Well, we were looking at a fight for a P3, so.
I mean, yeah, except they've just kind of been sitting in behind each other this entire race and just kind of vibing together. So I think the last 2 laps. Here he comes. Oh. I think it's going to be on the last 2 laps, so they're just going to like start switching positions constantly. We're going to have to like do a rap battle trying to commentate over it. So remember, I once had an experience here in Silverstone where I nearly killed myself by not breathing trying to commentate on a race. It's like 4 people were all in one fight and I went purple and almost collapsed because I have no sense of danger and I fear no fear, even though I'm the biggest pussy you ever meet.
Well, I mean, I did go one step further than you and actually did faint mid-race. Although I wasn't the commentator, I was one of the drivers.
You were just like, oh, I'm feeling a little faint. into the
wall. It was
wall.
very warm. I was wearing a hoodie for some reason, and there was
Because
no
you're
air
stupid.
circulation.
Yes, and then you fainted.
I had to hurry, okay?
It was
GT
quite
Spawn
funny.
is demanding.
It's not that demanding, it's in arcade.
Yes, but the wheel is very heavy on that game.
You have no fitness. Andre's bad, oh my god. I'm sure they do. I can't believe you fainted mid-race, that's funny. 3 laps to go though as Ross picks himself up a 3-second time penalty in P2 right now. I'm not sure it's going to make much of a difference. Arvin gets a 3-second penalty.
That would mean... Oh, okay, no.
Yeah! A great success.
Megatron has 4 penalties. 4 times 3 is 12, so he has 12 seconds of penalties, but Oven also has 12 seconds. Hammer Time, on the other hand, only has 9. Oh, only.
Only, I was about to say, only. I wonder what the biggest amount of
Bread
penalties
is your daddy?
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, he's got 2 penalties, so that's 6 seconds, so he has to be within 3 seconds of hammer time to get anything.
Oh, Laycolt and Asian Panda. Laycolt's just made it past Asian Panda into Brooklyn's. There he goes, past him. He said Asian Panda on the exit, maybe through left field. Is he going to be able to get close? He is going to be able to get close. He's actually in the slipstream. Maybe we could see a fight between these two. Maybe even into cops. Go on, Asian Panda. Gob is inside. He's going to do it. Laycolt sweeps around the outside, though. Ah, that was muck spicy.
I thought we were about to have like one of those typical, you know, rear wheel, front wheel action.
Oh, that would have been brutal, especially through that corner.
It really looked like that. Yeah.
You know,
that
all
would
this,
probably spin them both.
all this McDonald's talk makes me want some nuggets.
I just had nuggets.
I know you just
Not
had
from
nuggets. Now I
McDonald's,
want nuggets. No, leave me alone.
Homemade ones.
Yeah,
They're bad.
so just nuggets, whatever. But hammer time, 2 laps to go. He's just behind Oven. He hasn't got
And
much
he's within
ERS
the
saved.
penalty range.
He is
As
within the
long
penalty
as
range,
Hammer
actually.
Time doesn't get a 4th penalty, he's okay. He
Indeed.
does have a warning since the last penalty.
I wonder if he's checked any of
At
these
least
penalties. I think he might end up really trying to fight Oven in these last couple of laps if he just get a little bit closer. Hopefully we have a nice fight on our hands.
If he gets one more, there is no penalty difference between the two.
And that could be very interesting indeed.
Yes.
Except Asian
What
Panda,
does
he's just
Boy
behind Leiko. Here it goes up the inside. Oh, almost. No, it didn't quite happen. Except if he gets a good run through Luffield again, then maybe we'll see him try and make a move into Cops as Max F picks up a 3-second time penalty. It doesn't look like it's going to be close enough for Asian Panda this time. He has got overtake enabled though, which is going to help him once he's now absolutely drained all the ERS from his car as Leiko shafts.
Got a penalty.
Yep,
What
he
does he
just
have?
cut the corner. Oh, some amount.
Has 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties. Agent Panda has 1, 2 penalties. So there's absolutely going to be no difference between them.
Except
but there's going to be a large difference.
we're on the last lap now. Adamako, he's just absolutely dominated this race, currently 13 seconds ahead of Ross, the next car behind him. So we've seen another dominant performance in F2 today, and it really just kind of depends, does he crash? Is the only way we're going to determine whether he wins or not. Except Hammer Time, he's just behind Oven now. He's just, oh, Oven spun! Oven spun!
No!
Off, no, he's come off the podium. He's off the track, and Brady's your daddy is going to catch up Oven. He just swung off the track. There goes Brady's your daddy past him. Oh no!
No, not actually. On the second last lap. Oh dear.
Is it the second last lap?
Yeah, Adam's so far ahead. He's only just started the lap 26.
Oh, well, anyway. No, we're on the last lap.
Actually, no, yeah.
Oven, he spent his race.
What can we talk to Megatron about? What's happened to him this
I
race?
don't know, he just vibed the entire race. Except Oven spent every other lap spinning last race, and he spins off of a podium this time round. Adamako sets fastest lap and wins the race in Britain in dominant fashion once again. And here comes Ross. He just minded his own business all race. Comes home, P2, Hammer Time, the man who fought Oven for a nice long time. All he had to do was sit behind, except the easy work was done for him. He crosses the line to come home in P3. Pretty your daddy with another good performance. Coming home, P4, round the final corner he goes. There it is, picking up a nice handful of points for the Racing Point team. Oven comes across the line, gets beaten by Pagani and Goikarp. The legends come 5 and 6. Oh, Woven, what have you done? As disappointing late Cole comes across the line, P8. Easy as you like, an Asian Panda beats him on the penalties. Gear 1 Asian Panda. Oscar comes home, P11. Oh, the penalty changes are spicy. TRS finishes with 34 lap softs. Yep, that is some almighty tyre wear from your man there. Mapman comes across the line, maybe not quite as good as last week, but still good enough for him. Max Def, another. Please just cross the line, don't be one of those people.
No, I think it's run out of fuel.
Maybe? I don't know.
He had a red fuel lamp. So does Zombie.
No. Zombie seems to be okay though. He's just going to come across the line. Easier, like comes on P16, and that's the end of your race. That was FTRL to Britain, and it did not disappoint. We covered a lot of subjects today. We really did.
Indeed. Oh, God.
There you go. TRS is the game's driver of the day. Look at that beautiful pose. Fantastic.
Indeed, indeed.
Anyway, we're going to look at the podium. Here is your race winner of Adamako. Wins for Williams. We haven't seen a Williams win for quite a long time. And then in P2, of course, you got Ross, who had a nice race. And Hammer Time, the most interesting race to happen, came home in P3. So quite the race, that one. And I think, so we've got a UK, a Scot, and an Englishman. So all part of the UK, but all different flags. So that's quite cool. Max Def had 76% on his tyres. Oh my.
Different usernames. Adamako watch.
Adamako GTFC22.
Okay.
Except he's the only one not to get a penalty. Oh, that is dominance at its finest. What a man. But anyway, let's run through the grid. I'll tell you everyone else in a minute. But Adamako wins his debut in FTRL, which I think is his debut. Ross comes home in P2. Hammer Time in P3. Brady's your dad in P4 once again. Pagani, the returning legend, comes home P5, which is nice to see. Goikarp in P6. Good race from him. Picking up a nice, good handful of points. Other than P7, Age of Panda P8. CRS at P9. Thank you, Age of Panda, for not finishing highly, so I don't have to eat anything, which is disgusting and not fun. Blue Flag at P10, Lake P11, Oscar P12, Just Mike in P13, Madman P14, Max Def P15, Zombie P16, AJ in P17, Rampage P18, and the only retirement of this race, Captain Chubbs, who put it into the wall and forced retired himself, and that is the end of his race. But the last two sitters were Megatron, Le Chat, and FTRL Hammer Time. Quite the race that one was. As we have NXT Dark cheering on Oscar, I assume. To me that just says check. Oscar, so Polish stuff, which I don't understand. We've already got Hammer Time in the podium interviews, which is lovely to see. And Andreas, very soon we'll get you underway with your questions, because I'm not doing any questions. There you go, we've got Ross as well.
We just need Adam to join.
Yes, we do. Hopefully he does join. Otherwise I'll be very sad. But anyway, it was quite an interesting race, and anyway, I guess while we wait for Adam to join, if he does join at all, you can get away with the interviews.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we could just go from it. Oh, you see it now.
We just need to make sure everyone got their voice on share so we can hear them as well. Yep.
We'll just take that as a yes from everyone. So Andreas, ask away.
So Adam.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations on the win. Well done.
Thank you.
That was quite a dominant performance, I must say. What do you make of this race? What do you think it was? How do you think it went? Yes.
It couldn't really have gone any better, considering Silverstone's one of my best tracks by far. To say that I didn't have a setup, I just grabbed one from time trial, which I did a few laps with, and jumped in not knowing how it would go. It went quite well, I would say.
Yeah. And according to the commentators thing here we had, you got fastest lap on the last lap. So
yes, I think I did.
Well done on that as well.
Yeah, I just saved up my battery on the last few laps and just used it all on the last lap.
Anything you want to add, Jack?
Yes, actually. You were the only driver on the track not to get a penalty today. What is your strategy for keeping the car within the track limits and not getting any penalties? Because I know plenty of drivers are really struggling in this game with that.
To be honest, just consistency. If you feel the car going out too wide, just come off the throttle a bit so you can keep it in the lines. And if you manage to keep it in the lines, then you won't have any issue. I don't think I had a warning all race either.
I mean, fair enough, I guess. That's the way to do it, just be consistent. There you go, but anyway, move on to second place, Andreas. Off you go again.
Yeah, so, you had a little bit of action there in the start with getting your going 2 places up to go second, but then for the rest of the race you didn't have much action going on. How did you get the time to go by?
Just sat and drove around that track. Nah, just trying to keep it in between the lines and minimise the penalties, but that didn't really work out for me. But thankfully, I managed to build a bit of a gap.
Your gap was big enough, so yeah.
That was pretty much it, to be honest.
But yeah, well done to you as well. Even though you did get those penalties, as you say as well, you did have the big gap behind you, so it didn't really matter. But anyways, well, good job.
Cheers.
Okay, moving on to third place now, Hammer Time.
Hello.
Hello. So well done to you as well. That was quite a fight you and Oven had for basically as long as I can remember of the race. What did you think when he spun on the final lap?
To be fair, as we was coming round that left-hander, I got quite close to him. I spun coming out of the corner before lost the back end, so I knew we was both had problems with traction. And as we went out, we was in the same party, he tried to put it all in rich mix and go full beans to get out of the corner, and just lost it and went in the wall. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. We couldn't either. We were.
I screamed.
We were going mental. I did too. I'm happy that I'm currently home alone.
I'm not. My neighbours are also just behind the wall to my left, and my parents are in the living room a little while away. So I feel bad for everyone in my house as Oven ploughed into the wall as I scream and shout and let it all out. Love Black Eyed Peas. Actually, I don't really rate them that highly. But yeah, I feel bad for everyone in my surrounding area.
Yeah, I mean, you two made me shout just about as much as I did for the end of the real life British Grand Prix. So well done doing that as well.
Is that Toby?
It was entertaining to watch.
Whose cat is that?
It was a very good race.
It was a very good race. Also, whose cat was that?
I have no idea.
Was that Rolo?
It was.
Yes, the loudest cat I've ever heard in my entire life. But anyway, congratulations to all the...
Well done, everyone.
Yeah, congratulations to all you podium finishes, and that's going to round out round 2 of FTRL F2 here from Britain. So anyway, thank you, Andreas, for commentating with me.
Been a pleasure.
Yes, indeed. But anyway, I won't be here for the next couple of weeks, so that's quite disappointing. You'll have Andreas maybe with somebody else, I don't know, but we'll be back together in a couple of weeks. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of the week, rest of the day, rest of your lives. I'll see you all in a couple of weeks. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.